Live chart stream will help you master the nuances of price action and the psychology of market movement. Every second of the commentary is crafted to guide you toward independent analysis because the goal is not to copy trades, but to think like a trader. 15 Disclaimer. This content is for educational purposes only. It does not constitute financial advice or investment recommendations. Trading involves risk and may not be suitable for all investors. Always perform your own analysis and use proper risk management before executing trades. Trading ZigZag is both science and art, a blend of economics, psychology, and technical mastery. It tests your patience, rewards your precision, and punishes emotional impulses. Gold does not move randomly, it dances to the rhythm of human emotion, global liquidity, and institutional intention. Each tick reflects a decision made somewhere across the globe by traders, central banks, or investors responding to uncertainty. To master ZigZag, one must learn not only to read charts but to understand the language of fear and confidence that gold speaks fluently. Trade with purpose. Protect your capital. Evolve with the market. Because in the end, gold doesn't just reveal price, it reveals truth. Welcome to this live ZigZag analysis session. In this stream, we explore the complete structure of the Bitcoin market from short-term intraday movements to long-term macro cycles. Watch as we track price reactions, key support and resistance levels, liquidity zones, and institutional footprints in real time. Bitcoin, ZigZag, is the most volatile and exciting digital asset on the planet. In this session, we analyze its technical behavior using trend lines, RSI, MACD, EMA crossovers, volume analysis, and market structure concepts. You'll also hear in-depth commentary about how fundamental and macroeconomic factors such as inflation data, the US dollar index, DXY, and global risk sentiment influence Bitcoin's price action. Bar chart topics covered in this video. Live ZigZag technical analysis and price prediction. Market structure, higher highs, lower lows, and trend reversals. Support and resistance identification. Institutional liquidity, smart money concepts, and order block theory. RSI, MACD, and moving average confluence setups. Risk management, entry confirmation, and exit planning. Bitcoin correlation with Nasdaq, gold, and DXY. News impact, CPI, FOMC, and interest rate updates. Long-term Bitcoin cycles and halving analysis. Light bulb. Whether you're a day trader, swing trader, or long-term investor, this live session gives you professional insights into how Bitcoin reacts to global liquidity and trader sentiment. Warning disclaimer, this video is for educational purposes only and does not constitute financial advice. Always perform your own analysis and manage your risk responsibly. If you find this content valuable, don't forget to like, thumbs up, subscribe bell, and share it with fellow traders. Your support helps us create more high-quality market education content every day. Stay patient, stay disciplined, and trade smart. Gold, ZigZag, Extended Analytical Commentary. Welcome everyone to this extended live analysis of gold, ZigZag. In this session, we're going to explore in depth how the market structure develops within the dynamic price channel, and how traders can interpret the signals that come from the lower and upper bands, combined with zigzag confirmations and directional momentum. Currently, gold has been trading in a well-defined upward channel. The channel itself is derived from recent swing highs and swing lows that form natural zones of support and resistance. As the price continues to respect the lower boundary, we can see repeated buy signals forming near those zones. Each of these signals corresponds to a zigzag pivot, which acts as a visual representation of a temporary retracement inside the main bullish leg. Whenever the channel direction remains upward, those buy signals carry more weight. The key confirmation occurs when the zigzag completes a downward retracement and the price prints a new high or low exactly at the lower edge of the channel. That's where the indicator confirms alignment between structure, direction, and signal. From that point, the market often resumes toward the midline and potentially tests the upper band. Gold often behaves rhythmically, impulsive pushes followed by slower consolidations. Understanding that rhythm allows traders to stay patient. When volatility rises, the channel automatically expands, representing how the market adapts to wider fluctuations. During those times, waiting for the lower band test before entering new buys is crucial. As long as the slope of the channel is rising, the dominant bias remains bullish. However, if the slope begins to flatten or invert, the buy signals become weaker. It's always important to confirm that the zigzag is still printing higher lows and that the price is not closing consistently below the midline. A break below that zone could shift the short-term momentum to neutral or even bearish. As this session continues, we monitor the interplay between channel slope, zigzag pivots, and signal alignment. When all three confirm the same direction, the probability of successful continuation trades increases dramatically. The indicator thus helps maintain a structured, disciplined approach, filtering noise and emotions from the trading process. Today, we'll take a deep dive into the markets, exploring every element of trading psychology, technical structure, and macroeconomic forces driving assets like gold, ZigZag, and Bitcoin, BTCUSD. Whether you are watching this live or on replay, this session is designed not only to analyze charts but to help you truly understand the rhythm and language of the financial markets. Small blue diamond: the essence of trading. Trading isn't about luck or guessing. It's a disciplined process, a combination of analysis, patience, and emotional control. Every candle on your chart represents the behavior of millions of traders across the world. When we see a sudden spike in gold or a deep pullback in Bitcoin, it's not random, it's the reflection of human emotion, institutional liquidity, and global capital flow. Professional traders understand one universal truth: the market is never wrong. Our job is not to fight it, but to read it like an ancient language written in price action. The charts tell us everything if we learn to listen. Small blue diamond: the market is a living entity. Think of the market as a living organism, breathing, expanding, and contracting through the flow of liquidity. Each session, London, New York, and Asia, adds its own rhythm to the price movement. During the London session, volatility in gold increases as European traders enter. When New York opens, volume surges, especially during major news events like CPI, NFP, or FOMC announcements. Bitcoin, however, trades 24/7, but it still responds to global liquidity cycles, reacting to dollar strength, risk sentiment, and macroeconomic headlines. Small blue diamond: gold, ZigZag, the eternal store of value. Gold is more than a commodity, it's a historical pillar of wealth preservation. Its value doesn't depend on corporate earnings or dividends. Instead, it's driven by trust, fear, and monetary policy. When inflation rises and central banks struggle to maintain stability, gold becomes the ultimate hedge. When real yields drop and currencies lose purchasing power, investors run toward gold as a haven. Let's consider the recent structure. Over the last few months, gold has been fluctuating between $2,300 and $2,500, forming a broad consolidation zone. This range is crucial because it represents accumulation and distribution phases. If price breaks above $2,500, the next major target becomes $2,600 to $2,650. A clean break below $2,300 could retest $2,200 to $2,150. But structure alone isn't enough, context matters. If inflation data comes higher than expected, it may push the Federal Reserve toward more hawkish tones, strengthening the dollar and creating short-term pressure on gold. However, in the long run, the debt levels and fiscal deficits in major economies continue to support gold's bullish macro narrative. Small blue diamond: Bitcoin, BTCUSD, digital revolution of value. Now let's shift to Bitcoin, the digital counterpart to gold. Bitcoin represents a decentralized store of value not backed by governments or central banks but by cryptographic proof and network consensus. Every 210,000 blocks, roughly every 4 years, the halving event cuts the block reward in half, reducing the new supply. This built-in scarcity mimics gold's limited supply and creates cyclical bull runs. Historically, after each halving, Bitcoin enters a long-term bullish cycle fueled by increasing adoption and speculation. The first halving in 2012, the second in 2016, and the third in 2020 all led to major price expansions. The 2024 halving is expected to do the same, though with diminishing volatility over time. From a technical standpoint, Bitcoin has strong psychological levels at $30,000, $50,000, $60,000, and $70,000. Institutional liquidity often clusters around these round numbers. When you see Bitcoin consolidating around $65,000 to $68,000, it's often the calm before a major breakout, especially if global risk sentiment improves. But Bitcoin doesn't move in isolation. Its correlation with Nasdaq, S&P 500, and DXY matters greatly. When the dollar index, DXY, falls, Bitcoin usually rallies. When yields rise, Bitcoin tends to correct. Understanding these macro relationships separates retail traders from professionals. Small blue diamond reading the charts, technical framework. Every trader needs a system, a structured way to interpret the market. Let's go over the most essential tools you should master. 1. Price action and market structure. Always start with the higher time frames, weekly rightward arrow, daily rightward arrow, 4H rightward arrow, 1H. Identify the major trend. Is the market forming higher highs and higher lows, bullish, or lower highs and lower lows, bearish? Never trade against the structure unless you have a confirmed reversal signal. 2. Support and resistance. Mark your zones. These are areas of reaction, not precise lines. For example, on gold, $2,320 to $2,340 might be a strong demand zone. On Bitcoin, $60,000 to $61,000 might act as an accumulation area. Watch for rejections, wicks, and break retest formations. 3. Moving averages. The 50 EMA and 200 EMA are classic trend filters. When the 50 crosses above the 200, it's called a golden cross, often followed by bullish momentum. When the 50 dips below the 200, it's a death cross signaling potential bearish continuation. 4. Momentum indicators. Use RSI to spot divergence when price makes a new high, but RSI doesn't. It warns of potential weakness. The MACD helps confirm momentum shifts through histogram and signal line interactions. And the stochastic oscillator refines entries in ranging markets. Small blue diamond liquidity and smart money concepts. Markets are driven by liquidity, not magic. Large institutions, hedge funds, and banks need liquidity to execute their massive orders. That's why price often spikes above a previous high before reversing. It's not manipulation, it's liquidity collection. Look for liquidity grabs, equal highs/lows, and imbalance zones. Smart money accumulates positions quietly, leaving footprints on the chart. Your job as a trader is to recognize those footprints and ride along, not fight them. Everyday live sessions, gold, ZigZag, and Bitcoin, BTCUSD. Multiple shorts are uploaded every day with instant trade ideas. Pushpin best way to use this channel. Join the live stream. Check pinned comments for clean setups. Rewatch streams using timestamps for trade recaps. Watch shorts daily for quick setups and educational tips. Engage in the chat, share your analysis, ask questions, and learn together. Bar chart live price action analysis for gold, ZigZag, and Bitcoin, BTCUSD. Globe showing Europe Africa keywords you'll find here. Gold live, Bitcoin live, ZigZag trading, BTCUSD analysis, crypto scalping, intraday setups, day trading, market signals, 15M chart strategies, trading view setups, technical analysis, price action. Gold live, ZigZag. Gold trading. Gold price. Bitcoin live, BTCUSD. Crypto trading. Day trading. Intraday technical analysis, trading signals, live trading. Trading view, Forex, crypto. Price action, scalping. Trading shorts, market analysis. MaxTrading 11. BTCUSD Bitcoin live crypto chart, BTC Bitcoin price, Bitcoin analysis, live trading, crypto live scalping, BTC price action, day trading, trading view, MetaTrader 5, MaxTrading, Bitcoin news, crypto traders, BTCUSD trading, Crypto price, Bitcoin trading, Bitcoins, BTCUSD live, BTCUSD analysis, chart FX. ZigZag Gold Live Scalping Trading Live 15M Chart MaxTrading Live Scalping Day Trading Price Action RSI MACD Technical Analysis MT5 Trading View Forex Live US 100 Gold vs Dollar Trading Session Multi-Time Frame XAU USD Live Gold Scalping Real-Time Scalping 4-Screen Trading Price Action Gold Live Trading Stream Gold Trading Strategy MaxTrading Channel MT5 Scalping Gold Gold Price Live Smart Money Concept, Supply-Demand Gold, Forex Scalping, Trading View Analysis, Live Market Stream, Order Block Gold. Gold Technical Analysis, Day Trading Live, High Frequency Trading. Scalping Price Action Smart Money Concepts Order Blocks Supply-Demand Trading Education Gold Analysis Live Trading MaxTrading. Mobile Phone Social Links. Small Blue Diamond Telegram, t.me/MaxTrading11. Small Blue Diamond Instagram at MaxTrading111. Small Blue Diamond YouTube at MaxTrading11. TCUSD Live Trading Bitcoin, 1M, 5M, 15M, 1H, 4H. Live Trading, Gold and Bitcoin 15M Scalping and Technical Analysis MaxTrading11. ZigZag and TCUSD Live Intraday Trading Signals, 15M Charts. Gold Price Live plus Bitcoin Analysis Day Trading Scalps and Entries. Live Crypto and Gold Market Analysis ZigZag/TCUSD 15M. Live, Gold and Bitcoin 15M. Intraday Trading Signals. ZigZag vs TCUSD which market gives better scalps? Live Trading Gold and Crypto Real-Time Entries and Targets. Gold and Bitcoin Price Action Scalping Strategy Live. TCUSD and ZigZag Live Chart Patterns and Signals. Live Market Analysis, Gold and Bitcoin Together. 15M Charts Gold and BTC Scalping Setup, Live. ZigZag Live Trading Bitcoin Correlation Analysis. Crypto and Gold Live Intraday Market Moves. Live, Gold Price and Bitcoin Reaction to Market News. Gold and Bitcoin Technical Analysis Entries and Exits. Live Trading Room, TCUSD plus ZigZag Explained. __. Gold 15-meter chart quick trade setup. Bitcoin scalping signal watch now. ZigZag breakout. TCUSD intraday setup, fast. Gold vs Bitcoin which is stronger? TCUSD 15M scalping levels. ZigZag plus TCUSD double setup. __. Gold price live today. Bitcoin live trading. How to scalp TCUSD and ZigZag. Forex and crypto live trading. Gold vs Bitcoin correlation. Intraday scalping strategies. Live market analysis stream. Crypto plus commodity trading. Small blue diamond trading psychology, the invisible edge. The real battle in trading isn't with the market, it's with your own mind. Fear, greed, and impatience are the biggest enemies of consistency. Most traders lose not because their strategy fails, but because they fail to follow it. You can have the best technical setup, but if you close your trades too early or revenge trade after a loss, you destroy your edge. Trading requires emotional neutrality, treating profit and loss as data points, not as validation of your worth. One of the best ways to strengthen psychology is through journaling. Record every trade, your reason, your emotion, your result. Over time, patterns emerge. You'll see when you're at your best and when you're prone to mistakes. Small blue diamond risk management, the foundation of survival. If there's one rule that keeps traders alive long term, it's risk management. Never risk more than 1 to 2% of your capital per trade. A trader who manages risk can survive a losing streak, and survival is victory in this business. Position sizing, stop-loss placement, and consistent execution matter more than any indicator. Professional traders think in terms of probabilities. Each trade is one event in a large sample size. Win or lose, it's just part of the process. Small blue diamond macro and economic forces. Let's broaden the lens for a moment. Global markets are deeply interconnected. Gold responds to U.S. Treasury yields, real interest rates, and inflation expectations. Bitcoin responds to liquidity conditions, ETF flows, and regulatory developments. When the Federal Reserve signals rate cuts, liquidity increases, pushing risk assets like Bitcoin higher and weakening the dollar, often boosting gold at the same time. When central banks tighten, risk assets correct, and safe haven demand fluctuates. Watch key data events. CPI, Consumer Price Index, measures inflation. NFP, non-farm payrolls, shows job market strength. FOMC statements guide future monetary policy. Geopolitical tensions instantly move gold due to its safe haven status. Small blue diamond building a trading plan. Every professional trader operates with a defined plan. Setup identification example, bullish structure plus RSI divergence plus liquidity grab. Confirmation candle close, volume spike, or break retest. Entry limit order, market order, or scaling in. Risk control stop loss below invalidation level. Exit strategy partial profits, trailing stop, or fixed targets. Without a plan, you're just gambling with charts. Small blue diamond motivation for traders. Trading is a journey of mastery, not a sprint. The goal isn't to win every trade, it's to make the right decisions over time. Each day in the market is a lesson. Every loss is tuition you pay to the market university. Remember, even the best traders lose often. What separates them is discipline. They don't chase trades, they let trades come to them. They don't react emotionally, they execute systematically. Stay consistent, keep improving, and understand that success compounds just like profits. Small blue diamond continuous commentary, for live streams. Now, as we monitor gold's price action, notice how it's respecting the trend line support drawn from the previous week's lows. Each time price tests this level, liquidity builds up below a potential trap for impatient sellers. If buyers defend the zone again, we may see a breakout toward $2,440, possibly retesting previous liquidity highs. Switching to Bitcoin, we see a similar pattern. After multiple failed attempts to break $67,000, BTC is consolidating within a tight range. A breakout with increasing volume could trigger a strong upward impulse, while a rejection may send us back toward $63,000 support. This is the rhythm of the market: expansion, contraction, accumulation, distribution. It's a constant cycle, repeating across all time frames and all assets. Small blue diamond closing thoughts. Trading is not about predicting, it's about adapting. The more flexible you are, the more successful you become. Gold and Bitcoin will continue to evolve, and so must you. Study every chart, every reaction, every mistake. Turn the market into your lifelong teacher. Remember, consistency beats intensity. Stay patient, stay analytical, and let the charts speak to you. The market rewards the prepared mind. And as always, trade smart, stay focused, and keep evolving. Bitcoin, TCUSD, Extended Analytical Commentary. Welcome to the Bitcoin analysis. The TCUSD market is known for its volatility, but the same principles of technical structure apply. Here, the dynamic price channel draws clear boundaries. For price behavior, every movement between the channel's top and bottom represents shifts in short-term sentiment, while the overall slope reveals the true market bias. Currently, Bitcoin is operating within a moderately ascending channel. The channel's lower boundary has provided multiple bounces confirmed by zigzag pivots. Each time a downward leg completes, and a green buy marker appears below the price, aligned with the rising channel, which reflects renewed buying strength. Traders focusing on those moments often capture the early stage of impulsive waves toward the upper boundary. Unlike gold, Bitcoin often expands its range more aggressively. The adaptive nature of this channel is what makes it suitable for such markets. During high volatility, the width increases to absorb new price extremes, ensuring that traders can still identify meaningful support and resistance areas. When analyzing Bitcoin, we must stay mindful of confirmation. A buy signal without alignment of the zigzag and channel slope can be a trap. But when all elements agree, a rising channel, a confirmed zigzag low, and a new signal from the indicator that setup holds a strong probability for continuation. In today's conditions, Bitcoin remains structurally bullish as long as it continues printing higher lows within the channel. The upper boundary acts as a dynamic resistance and reacts there. Can produce temporary corrections. Still, the bigger picture remains upward as long as the channel maintains its slope. Dow Jones, DJI, Extended Analytical Commentary. Now shifting focus to the Dow Jones Index. The DJI market structure reflects broader economic sentiment, yet technicals remain the foundation. The price channel here illustrates how institutional order flow respects recurring zones of liquidity. The lower band represents accumulation, while the upper band often reflects profit-taking or distribution. At present, the Dow is showing a stable upward channel with consistent zigzag conformations along its path. Each dip into the lower boundary has triggered a potential buy signal, and each upward reach toward the upper edge has shown signs of gradual resistance. The trader's task is to synchronize entries with the channel's direction and momentum conformations. The zigzag's role is critical. It reduces false signals by defining swing points more objectively. When the channel direction is upward and the zigzag confirms a higher low, the system gives a green buy marker below the price. This confluence has historically been one of the strongest signals for trend continuation in the Dow Jones. We continue to observe that as volatility increases, the channel expands to accommodate new price ranges. This responsiveness ensures traders never lose perspective of where true support and resistance lie. Nasdaq, Extended Analytical Commentary. Finally, the Nasdaq, a market driven heavily by technology stocks and rapid sentiment changes. The channel indicator performs exceptionally well here because of its adaptive structure. Right now, Nasdaq shows an upward channel, moderately steep, suggesting controlled bullish momentum. Each corrective phase is neatly captured by the zigzag indicator, marking potential support areas. When the price touches the lower channel boundary and a buy signal appears, the likelihood of an upward move increases, especially when accompanied by higher lows in the zigzag sequence. The best trades come when all conformations align: an upward sloping channel, a zigzag pivot at the lower edge, and a buy marker confirmation. Those setups define precision entries in trending environments. For Nasdaq, patience and timing matter greatly. The indicator not only provides directional bias but also visual clarity. By following the channel boundaries and respecting the with zigzag conformations, traders can anticipate the next probable movement before it happens. This structured method allows sustained focus and discipline, essential for long-term consistency. This document provides a master script template designed for live trading analysis streams. It is structured into modules that can be mixed, matched, and adapted in real time to create unique and engaging commentary for hours. The core strategy revolves around a dynamic price channel indicator combined with zigzag and buy/sell signals. Part 1, Master Script Template, Gold, ZigZag, the Dynamic Channel Strategy. Module 1, Stream Introduction and Initial Market Scan. Use this part to start your stream. Hello traders, and welcome to our live 24/7 analysis stream for gold, ZigZag. My name is Max, and for the next few hours, we will be meticulously tracking the price action using our proprietary dynamic channel indicator. Our goal here is not just to find trading opportunities, but to understand the market structure in real time, focusing on high probability setups confirmed by multiple factors. Before we dive deep, let's take an initial look at the chart. The first thing we need to assess is the overall direction and health of the trend. We do this by observing the slope of our price channel. As we can see right now, the channel is angled choose one, clearly upwards/clearly downwards/relatively flat, which gives us our initial bias for the session. An upward slope suggests buying pressure is dominant, and we should primarily be looking for long opportunities. A downward slope indicates sellers are in control, pointing us towards short opportunities. If the channel is flat, it signals a period of consolidation or a ranging market, where we must be more cautious and trade between the boundaries. For those new to the channel, our strategy is built on the concept of confluence. We don't rely on a single signal. We wait for the channel, the zigzag structure, and our buy/sell markers to align, giving us a powerful confirmation before considering any entry. Stay tuned, engage in the chat with your questions, and let's navigate these markets together. Module 2, Real-Time Play-by-Play Analysis, the core of the stream. Repeat and vary this section continuously to describe live price action. Scenario A. Price is moving within the channel. Currently, ZigZag is trading comfortably within the channel boundaries. The price is situated around the midline/upper half/lower half of the channel, indicating balanced pressure/strong momentum/a potential retracement. Notice how the price respects the channel's midline. It's acting as a dynamic support and resistance level. A clean break above the midline would suggest a continuation towards the upper band, while a rejection could send it back down to test the lower band. We are observing a rhythmic movement here. An impulsive wave followed by a corrective phase, all contained within our channel structure. This is healthy price action and confirms the validity of the current trend. Scenario B. Price is approaching a channel boundary. Okay, traders, this is a key moment. The price is now approaching the lower boundary of our upward sloping channel. This is the first condition for a potential high probability buy setup. We are now on high alert, waiting for more confirmations. We see gold testing the upper band of the downward sloping channel. This is a critical resistance zone. We are now watching closely for a potential sell signal and a zigzag confirmation to form a lower high. Patience is key here. We do not enter just because the price has touched the boundary. We must wait for our confirmation signals to appear. Rushing into a trade here is purely gambling. We are here to trade with a statistical edge. Scenario C. A signal appears, confluence in action. And there we have it. A green buy signal has just printed right at the lower boundary of the channel. Let's check our other conditions. The channel's slope is still firmly upwards. The zigzag indicator is in the process of forming a higher low, confirming that the pullback is likely over. This is a classic, high probability long setup according to our strategy. Confirmation. We have a red sell signal appearing near the upper band. The channel's direction is bearish, and the zigzag has just confirmed a lower high. This confluence of signals provides a strong indication that the price may now be ready to rotate back down towards the channel's midline or even the lower boundary. It's important to note the strength of this signal. It appeared right at the structural edge, in perfect alignment with the primary trend. These are the A-grade setups we patiently wait for. Scenario D. Discussing targets and risk. For this potential long trade, the initial logical target would be the channel's midline. If momentum is strong, the secondary target would be the upper boundary of the channel. A stop loss should be placed strategically below the recent swing low and the channel's lower band to give the trade room to breathe while protecting our capital. With this short setup, our primary target is the midline, which often acts as a magnet for price. A more ambitious target would be a full rotation to the lower band. It's crucial to manage the trade actively as it develops. Module 3. Educational deep dive. Use this during slower market periods. Let's take a moment to break down why this indicator is so powerful. The moving price channel is not just two random lines. It is mathematically calculated based on recent, significant swing highs and lows, effectively mapping out the true zones of dynamic support and resistance where institutional orders are likely placed. The zigzag indicator is our noise filter. In a volatile market like gold, there are countless minor fluctuations. The zigzag ignores this noise and only plots the significant turning points. This helps us to see the underlying market structure clearly. Are we making higher highs and higher lows in an uptrend, or lower highs and lower lows in a downtrend? This is the foundation of trend analysis. Finally, the buy and sell markers. These are our trigger signals. They are programmed to appear only when specific momentum and price action criteria are met at these key structural points. When a buy signal appears at the bottom of a rising channel after the zigzag confirms a higher low, you have three layers of confirmation telling you the same story. That is the essence of confluence, and that is how we gain our edge. Module 4, Scenarios and Forward Outlook, What to Watch for Next. Breakout Scenario. One thing we must always be prepared for is a channel breakout. If we see the price close with strong momentum outside the upper boundary, it could signal an acceleration of the uptrend. In that case, we would wait for a retest of the broken channel line, now acting as support, before looking for continuation trades. Reversal scenario. How would we spot a potential trend reversal? We would first see the channel begin to flatten out. Then, the price might break the lower boundary of a previously rising channel. The zigzag would fail to make a new higher high and instead form a lower high. These are all clues that the market dynamics are shifting from bullish to bearish. Consolidation scenario: if the price starts moving sideways and the channel becomes very narrow and flat, it means the market is in a state of equilibrium, consolidating and building energy for its next major move. During these periods, it's often best to stay patient and wait for a clear breakout in either direction. Module 5, Closing and Call to Action. Use this periodically and at the end. That's a wrap on this segment of our analysis. Remember, trading is a marathon, not a sprint. Discipline, patience, and adherence to a proven strategy are what separate successful traders from the rest. If you are finding value in this live analysis and want to become part of our trading community, be sure to connect with us on our other platforms for more updates, trade ideas, and educational content. Join our Telegram for real-time alerts, t.me/MaxTrading11. Follow us on Instagram for daily insights, Instagram at MaxTrading111. And of course, make sure you are subscribed here on YouTube and have notifications turned on so you don't miss our next live session, YouTube at MaxTrading11. Thank you for tuning in. Trade safely, and I will see you in the next one. Part 2, Script Variation Examples for Other Assets. Variation 1, Bitcoin, BTCUSD, Introduction. Hello crypto traders, and welcome to the live Bitcoin analysis. Today, we're tracking BTCUSD on the 15-minute chart using our dynamic channel system. Bitcoin's volatility is what makes it exciting, but it's also what makes a structured approach essential. Right now, the channel is showing a steep upward slope / sharp downward slope / tight consolidation range, indicating that significant momentum is building to the upside / pushing prices lower / coiling up for a breakout. Our strategy will be to wait for this volatility to align with our high probability signals at the key channel boundaries. BTCUSD, Bitcoin, Bitcoin Live, Bitcoin Price, Bitcoin Technical Analysis, Bitcoin Trading, Crypto Trading, BTC Price Today, BTC Forecast, Bitcoin Chart Analysis, Bitcoin Price Prediction, BTC Scalping, BTC Strategy, Live Bitcoin Analysis, Bitcoin Day Trading, BTCUSD Forecast, BTC Trading Strategy, Bitcoin Support and Resistance, Bitcoin Price Live, Crypto Analysis, Bitcoin Halving, BTC Macro Analysis, Bitcoin Trend, Bitcoin News, Bitcoin USD, Crypto Livestream, Trading BTCUSD, Bitcoin 2025. Outlook. Variation 2, Nasdaq, US 100, Play-by-play commentary. Okay, team. Let's focus on the Nasdaq 100. The index is currently testing the lower boundary of our rising channel, a key area of confluent support. The tech sector has shown resilience, and this pullback could present a prime buying opportunity. We have the buy signal printed. We have the zigzag confirming a higher low. This aligns perfectly with the overall bullish market structure. Gold, ZUSD, Extended Continuous Live Analysis. Welcome to this extended, continuous live analysis session for gold, ZUSD. In this detailed discussion, we'll explore the full price behavior of gold using a dynamic technical approach built around the moving price channel, zigzag confirmation, and signals of buying and selling pressure derived directly from market structure. As we begin observing the market, we notice that the channel is currently sloping upward, a clear indication that the dominant trend remains bullish. Every swing high and swing low aligns neatly with the channel's upper and lower boundaries. The lower boundary acts as a dynamic support level, while the upper boundary behaves as adaptive resistance. The zigzag indicator, positioned in synchronization with these swings, provides additional clarity by marking significant pivot points and filtering minor price noise. Right now, the price is hovering slightly above the channel's midline, a region that often acts as a magnet for price consolidation. When gold moves through the midline, traders should pay close attention to the slope direction. A rising midline with upward momentum suggests that the path of least resistance remains to the upside. Any temporary retracement toward the lower band could therefore present a new buying opportunity. In this session, we will keep focusing on the sequence of confirmations that appear throughout the indicator. The first level of confirmation comes from the direction of the price channel itself. As long as the channel continues to rise, it's generally favorable to align trades with the bullish bias. The second confirmation comes from the zigzag turning points, specifically when a downward retracement ends at a higher low, followed by a green buy marker appearing at the lower boundary. That combination represents structural alignment between momentum, trend, and reversal probability. Gold tends to move in waves, with periods of expansion followed by phases of contraction. These expansions and contractions create the rhythm of the market. The channel, being adaptive, automatically adjusts to this rhythm. During expansion, the width increases, reflecting higher volatility. During contraction, the channel narrows, showing reduced volatility. Understanding this rhythm helps traders anticipate when to stay patient and when to act decisively. Now, if we look deeper into recent price behavior, we can observe that the previous leg upward pushed gold toward a resistance zone defined by the upper channel edge. The zigzag confirmed that move with a clear peak, and since then, the market has entered a mild correction. This retracement is currently approaching the midline, and we're monitoring whether the buy signal will appear again near the lower edge. If it does, and the channel slope remains upward, that would reinforce the case for continuation toward new highs. At the same time, traders must remain alert for potential slope changes. If the channel starts to flatten, it could suggest exhaustion of the current trend. That doesn't immediately mean a full reversal, it could indicate a sideways phase before the next impulsive leg. Therefore, monitoring the zigzag in real time becomes essential, as it will show whether each retracement is shallow, bullish correction, or deep, potential shift in trend. When analyzing gold, the most effective way to manage risk is through observation of confluence. Confluence happens when multiple signals align: the channel slope direction, the zigzag confirmation, and the buy marker all pointing the same way. This confluence doesn't just indicate a potential entry, it also provides insight into how strong or weak the market structure currently is. Bitcoin symbol BTCUSD represents one of the most dynamic and unpredictable markets in modern financial history. Trading Bitcoin is not just about buying and selling, it is about understanding an entirely new form of global monetary behavior. Every tick, every candle, and every breakout on the chart tells a story of supply and demand, liquidity and sentiment, fear and euphoria. For traders, Bitcoin is both a challenge and an opportunity. It moves faster than traditional currencies, reacts instantly to global events, and constantly evolves as institutions, governments, and retail traders interact within this digital ecosystem. The BTCUSD pair reflects the true battle between digital scarcity and fiat liquidity, between innovation and regulation, between decentralization and control. When we trade BTCUSD, we are trading human behavior at scale, a mirror of how the world perceives value, risk, and trust in the digital age. Understanding the BTCUSD pair. The BTCUSD symbol simply represents Bitcoin quoted against the US dollar. BTC is the base currency, the quantity of Bitcoin you are buying or selling. USD is the quote currency, how much US dollar value each Bitcoin holds. For example, if BTCUSD equals 68,000, that means 1 Bitcoin equals $68,000. As simple as that may sound, the forces driving this number are complex and multidimensional. The price of BTCUSD is affected by market liquidity, how easily Bitcoin can be bought and sold. Demand and supply, driven by investor sentiment, halving cycles, and adoption. Global risk sentiment, whether investors prefer risk assets, like crypto, or safe havens, like gold. Monetary policy, interest rates, inflation data, and Federal Reserve announcements. Technological developments, Bitcoin upgrades, ETF approvals, and blockchain innovations. Each factor combines to create constant volatility, a trader's greatest opportunity and greatest danger. The nature of Bitcoin volatility. Volatility is the heartbeat of BTCUSD. Where traditional currencies like euros might move a fraction of a percent in a day, Bitcoin can rise or fall by 5 to 10% in a few hours. This volatility comes from a combination of limited supply, only 21 million coins will ever exist, high speculation, and low market maturity compared to Forex. For traders, volatility means potential profit. But it also means risk must be respected. A single impulsive trade without a stop loss can erase days or even weeks of progress. Professional traders see volatility not as chaos, but as rhythm, a pulse that can be understood and anticipated through structure, data, and patience. Technical analysis of TCUSD. At the heart of Bitcoin trading lies technical analysis, the study of price action and chart behavior. TCUSD respects technical patterns remarkably well because the market is decentralized and heavily influenced by trader psychology. 1. Trend analysis. The simplest way to understand TCUSD is through its trend. Higher highs and higher lows equals uptrend. Lower highs and lower lows equals downtrend. Bitcoin trends can last months or even years, especially during post-halving cycles. Recognizing the major trend direction on the weekly and daily charts is essential before entering trades on smaller time frames. 2. Support and resistance. Support is a price zone where demand outweighs supply. Resistance is where supply overwhelms demand. TCUSD respects key levels such as $30,000, $40,000, $50,000, $60,000, and $70,000, all major psychological areas. Breakouts above resistance often lead to strong continuation if backed by volume. Rejections near resistance create pullbacks or reversals. Traders learn to identify these zones through candle wicks, consolidation patterns, and volume spikes. 3. Moving averages, MA, EMA. The 50 EMA and 200 EMA are powerful guides for TCUSD. When the 50 crosses above the 200, the market enters a golden cross, suggesting bullish continuation. When it falls below, a death cross can mark bearish cycles. 4. Momentum indicators. RSI, Relative Strength Index, identifies overbought, greater than 70, or oversold, 30, conditions. MACD, Moving Average Convergence Divergence, helps track momentum shifts and divergences. Volume Profile and OBV, On Balance Volume, confirm whether moves are supported by real buying power. 5. Chart patterns. Triangles, flags, wedges, and head and shoulders formations appear frequently in TCUSD trading. Each pattern represents consolidation and potential energy before the next move. Fundamental and macro analysis. While technicals explain the how, fundamentals explain the why. 1. Bitcoin halving. Every 4 years, the reward for mining Bitcoin blocks is cut in half. This reduces new supply, historically triggering major bullish cycles. Traders monitor halving dates closely, as they often precede long-term accumulation periods. 2. Institutional adoption. ETF approvals, corporate holdings, and institutional custody solutions have transformed Bitcoin into an accepted asset class. When major institutions buy, the TCUSD chart reflects confidence and legitimacy. 3. Monetary policy and inflation. Bitcoin is often viewed as a hedge against inflation. When central banks print more money or lower interest rates, investors turn to BTC as digital gold. Conversely, when the Federal Reserve raises rates, liquidity tightens, often leading to corrections. 4. Global events and regulation. News about crypto regulation, ETF decisions, or exchange security issues can cause rapid swings in TCUSD. Smart traders balance technical setups with awareness of the news cycle. Liquidity and market structure. Markets are driven by liquidity, the fuel behind every candle. When price approaches old highs, stop-loss orders accumulate above them. Smart money, large institutions, hunts those liquidity pools before moving price in the real direction. This is why false breakouts or liquidity grabs happen so frequently in Bitcoin. Understanding this helps traders avoid traps and align themselves with the real direction. Trading psychology. The single most important skill in TCUSD trading is not technical, it's psychological. Bitcoin's volatility can trigger extreme emotions, greed during rallies, fear during crashes. Maintaining discipline requires emotional balance. Key principles include patience, waiting for confirmation instead of chasing moves. Emotional neutrality, accepting losses calmly. Confidence, trusting your analysis and not overreacting to noise. Consistency executing the same plan regardless of market conditions. Remember, the chart doesn't care about your feelings. The moment you let emotions decide, you lose control of probability. Risk management. TCUSD offers massive reward potential, but only with proper risk control. A trader should never risk more than 1 to 2% of total capital per trade. Use stop losses, calculate position size, and always define invalidation before entering. The most successful Bitcoin traders survive long enough to compound their edge. Survival is success. Day trading vs swing trading vs investing. Day trading focuses on intraday volatility, scalping 1M to 15M timeframes. Swing trading captures multi-day trends using 4H to daily charts. Investing holds BTC for months or years, relying on macro analysis and halving cycles. Each approach requires a different mindset. Day traders need speed and precision. Swing traders need patience and wider stops. Investors need conviction and the ability to ignore short-term noise. TCUSD correlations. Bitcoin doesn't move in isolation. It often correlates with Nasdaq and S&P 500. When tech stocks rise, Bitcoin often follows. Gold, ZigZag, both act as hedges, but Bitcoin has higher beta. DXY, US dollar index, a strong dollar usually pressures TCUSD. US 10Y yields. Falling yields often support crypto rallies. Professional traders monitor all these markets together to confirm directional bias. Economic events that move Bitcoin. Major economic data has immediate effects on TCUSD volatility. CPI, Consumer Price Index, reveals inflation. Higher numbers can create risk-off reactions. NFP, non-farm payrolls, strong jobs can strengthen USD, pressuring Bitcoin. FOMC meetings, Fed decisions on rates cause strong intraday swings. PPI, GDP, and unemployment reports all affect liquidity and sentiment. Smart traders mark these dates on their calendars, avoid overexposure during high-impact news, and use volatility spikes to enter or exit at premium levels. Common TCUSD trading strategies. Breakout strategy. Wait for consolidation near a resistance zone. Enter on candle close above with volume confirmation. Reversal strategy. Look for divergence between price and RSI at major levels. Combine with liquidity sweep for accuracy. Trend continuation. Use EMAs for confirmation, buy pullbacks in uptrend, short rallies in downtrend.